Live Chatters and Mad Hatters. That was a quick and unexpected entry. This is Douglas George Bloch. This is Labor Day weekend in the United States of America. It is September 4th, 2022. Big anniversary. It was actually 26 years ago in 1996. I took a drug called Effexor, which launched me into an agitated depression that started a 12-month suicidal depressive episode, which I got over and wrote about in my book, When Going Through Hell Don't Stop, which I'll show you right now. A Survivor's Guide to Overcoming Suicide, Anxiety, and Clinical Depression. And there you have it, 26 years later, and yet, despite my urinary problems, despite my chronic pain and arthritis, I feel pretty good this morning. So let's welcome the Live Chatters and Mad Hatters, as we're in number 275 of our live chats, starting in 2017. We have Neema Sanders, hello. Kevin Wilson, hello. California Dreaming, Alexandra, I haven't seen you before. Jennifer Miranda, of course. Nice haircut. Yes, my videographer did it. I like the haircut too. Susan Jones from Virginia. Marius R. from Europe. Ja Carl, nice to see you. Jesus does love me, and he loves everybody else, I hope. Nicholas B. Today is the Depression Recovery Live Chat Hour with Pastor Doug from 12 to 1 noon Pacific Time, going on its 6th year. We answer questions about mental health recovery, give information, do not diagnose, do not treat, and most importantly, we give you an opportunity to converse with the other and establish what I consider a virtual support group. Hey, Jennifer Tiana. Oh, you know, there's a Jennifer Miranda and a Jennifer Tiana. I sometimes get the two of you confused. You should meet each other. Divinely Guided. Oh my God, I love your YouTube name, Divinely Guided. I want that. Guess what? My middle name is George, DG. DG Bloch, Divinely Guided Bloch. Just call me DG, everybody, will you? I am Divinely Guided. I love that. Divinely Guided, bless you. Here, email me, douglasblog@gmail.com, and I'll send you a free copy of the what I've been using to keep myself clean and sober emotionally for the last 25 years. Self-care activities to heal your mood. But guess what? Any of you can have this. All you have to do is go to my website, https. It's my hub website. douglasbloch.com. Right there. Go to that website and you'll see a downloadable PDF of this coping resource guide, self-help activities to improve your mood. The Count's Castle. Hey, new people. Self-help activities to improve your mood. Another word for that is coping resources. Period. So, why is that important? Because when people becomes extremely depressed or suicidal, the problem is that their pain over here is stronger than their coping resources over here. So if there's a scale, the pain, I don't know which one, we'll say the right is the pain. The pain gets, okay, when I'm looking at myself, what's right here is left here. Okay, so the pain is heavier on the scale than the coping resources. So you have to load more coping resources on the scale to even them out. Otherwise, it's really, really hard. Matter of fact, I should actually I should copy this page. Oh, by the way, a joke, right? Police toilet stolen. Cops have nothing to go on. I want to hear some better jokes than that. Don't have my book, Healing from Depression. Oh, well. Hey, Reef, nice to see you. The Count's Castle. Eric Baumgart. Oh, yeah. I remember you. Sleeper Cell. You kind of thought that was a bad joke? Yeah. Well, it was. And So, speaking of coping resources, there's something that's coming on PBS, Public Broadcasting in America, that's very, very exciting. I'm going to show it to you in just 1 second. I have to open up my Messages app first before I can show it to you. Okay, so I'm going to go to TED over here. Come on, go. TED Bloch, that's great. Okay. So let's see what happens if I go ahead and I paste this over here. Probably not a whole lot. Oh yeah, we have to go to Safari here, right? Okay, so what are we going to have here? Okay, so I dropped a link in for you guys to see. https://www.pbs.org show Facing Suicide, this September 13th. An amazing, amazing show on mental health. This is for people in the United States of America who can get PBS. An amazing show. On mental health. MENTAL. Okay, it's called Facing Suicide. You guys must tune in. Sleeper Cell. Woke up this morning feeling awful, had a shower, lay down, listened to my favorite music, did some breathing exercises, then went for a long walk in the woods. That's exactly right. Depression hates a moving target. Okay, so let's set some goals. So the first thing we want here is we want to set a goal for how many people are going to be. We've got 34. We want to double that. We want to have 70 people listening by the end of the show. Also, I want to see if we can have $50 worth of donations. As my views and donations continue to go down, I don't know what to do. I'm pulling my hair out. I read something on YouTube about how to get more views. I'm doing everything. I'm putting original content in. I'm making stuff that you guys like. How do I know? I'm, get my regular comments. Thank you very much. This was helpful. You saved my life. So I don't know what to say, except maybe I'm supposed to stop making videos on YouTube and start focusing on my suicide prevention book, which is probably what I'm going to do. Hey, Rick M., nice to see you, but I will continue to do these live chats, even if I don't do new videos. Donna Alan Castri, nice, sounds like a nice Italian girl. Julie Nelson, hello, thank you for your donations. You can also donate to me using the super chat button, that little $sign, or you can PayPal me, and it will not be taken out by Google. Okay, TikTok, Resin Zen. And what is TikTok? It's a Chinese station that YouTube channel that's trying to co-opt the minds of American teenagers. Kratom, hallucinogenic, that some people help with depression. Your new videos on the backyard are good. They're not on the backyard, they're in the backyard. I know you do Patreon. Patreon has stopped paying me. Can you believe that, Resin Zen? I have to find out why. They have no customer service number. One of the goals for this week. Yes, we're making 2 new videos. Marius, €5. Thank you for your weekly contribution. Really appreciate it. The Count's Castle, the 2 new videos I made. One is called Keys to Relapse Prevention, and the other is Finding Purpose and Meaning with Noah Thomas in my backyard. Very nice roses that my wife made. These live chats are like a hope and a hug. I look forward to them. Thank you, Jennifer. Struggling to do any exercises, Paul Slint. Yeah, when you're depressed, that's really tough, but you got to make yourself do it, or have a friend come over and do it with you. I think my depression only with gratitude and a little bit of exercise. Yeah, every little bit helps. All right. So, 2 new videos with Noah Thomas you should watch. Thank you, Divinely Guided, $9.99. Where do you live? What country do you come from? Well, you're in America. What state? I really like your name. I really like your name. I really, really, really like your name because DG is my first and middle initials. And I believe I am divinely guided, and I'm always asking for divine guidance. So, God, I cannot tell you how happy I am that you have that name. So thank you for the name, and thank you for your generous contribution. We are now, what do we have? We're 30% towards our goal of $50. And here are my two new videos with No Thomas, right? One on relapse prevention. The other, Todd Noble is $25. Oh my God. Ask and you shall receive. Thank you so much. What part of the country do you live in? So here are the two new videos that were done in my backyard. One on how to find purpose and meaning, really important for people with depression, and the other is relapse prevention, because depression is a chronic relapsing condition. Well, 25 from Todd, 10 from Divinely Guided is 35, 5 from Aries is 40. My God, we're already at 80% of our goal of $50. Actually, we used to get 100 without any problems until our views dropped. Here in Texas, so are a lot of people in Texas. Kelly Burns, who's not here. Someone else, Kyle Valley, my editor from Texas. Who else? Not Lazy Eye Ranch. Kelly Burns, yourself. There's somebody else. Don Divinely Guided. Wow, rainy and cloudy in the UK. Sleeper cell. Have you found a new kitty? No, Joan and I have not done it yet. Bruce's anniversary is coming up next Saturday, a year from his death. I think kittens are too much work, given the fact I'm going through major health challenges with chronic arthritis and an enlarged bladder that's interrupting me during my sleep. But I do want to find a cat. I do believe in ghosts. No, I do want to find a cat, somebody to nurture and to love. My steamy Houston. Yes, it is very steamy in Houston. The Calcutta of the West, right? Anyway, when I 97, when I was really down, suicidal, I found a cat called Gabriel, who I loved, and it helped me get better. My godson also bonded with a dog. It's amazing what pets can do for you. So I'm setting the intention right here. I want you to hold with me that by next Sunday or by the end of September, Joan and I are going to have either a set of kittens or more likely a new cat. Will you hold that with me? Yeah. I read a lot and do Scrabble online. You even won. Yes, that's tough. So Jennifer, thank you for asking. If we go ahead and go to here. By the way, anyone know what that is for $65,000 question? I'll give you a hint. God, I take a lot of videos, don't I? Holy Toledo. Come on, guys. I should do all photos. Yeah, I'm going to do all photos. These are the kittens we went to find last Saturday. Isn't that kitty cute over there? And look at this little sweetheart. And here comes my favorite. That's the one we were going to adopt. And this one over here, Nurko. Look at this cute tuxedo cat. Look at that face. Look at that face. Too bad I had the sound turned off. Actually, I had it turned down. Yes. The more I learn about humans, the more I like my dog, Mark Twain. Thank you very much. That's really cool. Very cute sleeper cell. Get two for sure. They will be so happy. Yes. If I get one kitten, I'll get two. Thank you, Suzanne Walpert, which we've just passed the $50. $55. Thank you for your generosity. Man, it would be great if we could hit 100. That's your close. It's a galaxy. It's the closest gallery to where we are. How many million light years away is it? It's the only galaxy that's visible to the naked eye from Earth. It's called the Andromeda Galaxy, and I forget how many light years it's away. It's a long way. Yeah, Sleeper Cell, the Andromeda Galaxy. How did you know? You hit that right on the nose. Excellent. Fatima Mahid. Douglas Bloch, sir, your work is comforting, healing, and so helpful. I'm a college student. I find your YouTube videos as an excellent coping mechanism to get through my day. May God bless you. You're absolutely right, Fatima. Coping mechanisms, coping resources. This is the key. This is the key for any mental health condition or non-mental health condition. We need to find coping resources. The number one fear behind all fears is the fear of that you won't be able to cope. So coping resources are the name of the game. There's something called DBT. Anybody ever heard it? It's all about ways to cope with extreme mental states. If you knew you could cope with whatever would come your way, you would not feel depressed and neurotic. Natalie Kosian. God, there's all these people I haven't seen before. Oh, Sunflower Girl, of course, yes. Hope you're well. Nice to see the old timers. Todd Noblace with his beautiful $25 donation from Houston. Coping mechanisms for sure. I have a tuxedo, but she's a sphinx, so no fur, huh? Never heard of Haxie. Sounds flush. I'm in Birmingham. And what is Haxie? Is it a city in the UK? Yassine Nayadi. When I started practicing gratitude, my anxiety and perfectionism disappeared. Finally started being happy. All of a sudden, finally achieved mental peace. Well, how do you know that? Wow. I mean, how do you know? How do you like that? Gratitude, man. An attitude of gratitude. So why is that? Why is attitude? Tell me why gratitude is so helpful in mental health recovery. Anybody can give me some ideas? Well, I'll tell you one reason. When you are grateful, you focus on what in your life is working or what's not working. For example, because of the chronic pain in my hip, which I have to stand up right over here, and because of the chronic pain in my knees down there, I can't show you my knees. You don't need to see them. You know what knees are. I can't walk up Angel's Rest 2.5 miles, 1,500 feet. I can't do any major hiking. So I'm bummed. But the other day I woke up and said, thank you, God, thank you, Spirit, that I can walk. I'm grateful that I can walk. I can walk around the block with pain, but I can walk. I'm not in a wheelchair. I'm not paralyzed. I can walk. I can bicycle. I can get around. So now I'm thinking not what I can't do. I can't hike up Angel's Rest. I can't hike up Mount Tabor. I can't hike up the Kidder Mansion. I can't ride 103 miles to the Pacific City, but I can walk around the block. Then your brain chemistry changes, right? Dopamine is released. So that's why gratitude is so important. It focuses on what you do have, not what you don't. And thank you, Jennifer Tanner, for $9.99. Well, I'm grateful for you. I love your name. Where do you live, Jennifer? You can't be grateful and stressed at the same time. Thank you. Glass half full. Thank you. It is. Had to live in Skulhope for 2 years. Not a nice place. Scunthorpe. Must be in the UK. Never heard of it in the US. I struggle with gratitude often. I want more. It's okay to want more, but let's be satisfied first with what we have, right? Let's be grateful for what we do have. And then, I've written 9 books. Well, I want to write a 10th, but I'm grateful I've written 9 books, right? So, Jennifer, Todd, Suzanne, all of you, thank you for your support. It means a lot to me. given the fact my mood has been really, really bad. I've been wondering whether life is even worth living. Kansas. We're not in Kansas anymore. I guess we are if you're Jennifer. There are those with arms and legs. Thank you, Reef. Exactly. That's why we should be thankful that we have arms and legs. Exactly. Someone tell me where Scunthorpe is, by the way. 46 people. Well, better than 25. We're 24 away from 70. So the key is to hit the like button, right? Like buttons draw people. So even if you don't have any money to give, hit the like. Okay, so my latest 2 videos with Noah Thomas, right? Why is it important to have a life that has some sort of meaning or purpose? How does meaning and purpose help with depression recovery or depression pain management, right? Light over there. Why is there light over there? Oh, because the light coming through the window. Okay. Yeah. So what is it about help? What was my question? Pain management. Is it gratitude? I forgot the question. You tell me. Pain management. The key. Oh, purpose and meaning. That's right. Why does purpose and meaning help to reduce depression? You tell me. Someone tell me why purpose and meaning helps to reduce depression. Whole video on that with Noah Thomas and myself. You're right, Jennifer, and I just remembered. So Nietzsche, the great German philosopher, said man can accept any how if he has a why. Right? Ever heard of Friedrich Nietzsche, the great German philosopher whose name I can't? Yes, purpose beyond self gives life's meaning. Thank you, Divinely Guided. DG, Divinely Guided, DG Bloch, one of my passwords. Man can endure anyhow if he has a why. I don't even know how to spell Nietzsche. N-I-E-T-S-C-H, I don't know. How can you spell it? N-I-E-T-S-C... Can't even type. Nietzsche sounds right? A strong why is extremely helpful, Divinely Guided. And what city do you live in again for that wonderful donation you gave me? Gives a reason to live? Yes. Sunflower Girl, I knew you were going to come out with the Bible. Sunflower Girl is a wonderful biblical scholar. Whatsoever things are true, lovely, honest, pure, of good report, and praise, think on these things. It's kind of like gratitude, isn't it? LA, big city, West Coast, fly up here sometime. Go out to lunch. You like books? You're writing also? Books are wonderful things, aren't they? Anyway, yes, purpose and meaning. Now, we all know in terms of meaning, heat wave today in LA, heat wave all the way through the West Coast, global warming. Okay, have we all heard of this book? I read it when I was 19. It changed my life forever. If you haven't read it, I want you to go out immediately and read it. I mean immediately. We have 48 people on this live chat. We want to get to 70. Hit the like button. There must be at least 15 to 20 of you who have read this book. Raise your hands if you read Man's Search for Meaning. And why do we need to read that book? First of all, what is the book about and why is it important? Okay? What is Man's Search for Meaning about and why is it important to read it? Sleeper Cell, you have not read it. Todd Robles has read it many times. You are in for a big treat. Okay, so someone who has read it, tell the people why they should read it. I mean, I can. 51 people. Very good. Hit the like button. Only 1970. We can also deal with another donation. But why? What is the book about? And why is it important to read it? Two simple questions. I know we've got some educated people here, or even non-educated people here. It's not really about education. I love coffee. My mentor told me to read it. Good, Yassine. Still, nobody's been telling me what it's about. Can I be the only one who's read it? No. Who read it many times? Todd Robles. Okay, Todd from Houston, Nobles. Tell me what it's about. All right. Well, while you're telling me what it's about, anybody likes pasta besides me? The other day I got a little bit manic. I have bipolar disorder. I spent every nickel I had in pasta. It was worth every penny. I'll say that again. I spent every nickel I had in pasta. It was worth every penny. P-E-N-N-E. Overcoming harrowing experiences. Yes, that's true. For me, I found ultimate reality and purpose in Jesus. He has everything humankind needs. I would agree with you. For many people, I mean, he is the way, the truth, and life, right? I call him an avatar, a spiritual teacher for the 20th century. You read it once, okay. Yes, hit the like button. Still nobody. Oh, you like? You like that? Who said hello? Paul Frint, right? It was worth every penny. P-E-N-N-E type of pasta. Any students of American history? What was the Puritans' favorite music? You know what the Puritans were. It came over from England. Really not very nice people, very dour. But they liked a certain kind of music. It was called Plymouth Rock. All right. Sleeper Cell. John Cobb and Lost and Jesus. I used to believe in him, but I found the world's state to be too horrifying to take him too seriously. Well, you know, it's not Jesus' fault that man has sinned, right? Or the world is in bad shape. We have free will. So, you know, if I go in, I used to be an algebra teacher. If I go into a classroom and give the best lecture on linear algebra, you know, y equals mx plus b, how to solve an equation, but only 1/3 of the class pays attention and the other two don't, it's not my fault that the other two people didn't learn it. The other 2/3 didn't learn it. I gave the best lesson. Jesus gave a lesson about how to live, just like the Buddha, just like Muhammad, just like all the great spiritual teachers, Ramana Maharshi. They are showing the path, but not everybody is, you know. Let those who have ears, let them hear, right? So not everybody's going to take it up. So if there's misery in the world and selfishness, you know, original sin, the fall of mankind. Getting a little bit too religious here, but God uses books, movies, music, and so much else to reach and try to heal every heart. Yes, but not everybody reads those or pays attention. All right, getting back to the secular, I still want to hear about man's search for meaning. So I'm going to tell you what it's about since nobody's answering. Viktor Frankl was a Austrian psychiatrist, Jewish, who found himself in the concentration camps, a very famous one called Auschwitz. Come on, we must have some people who've heard of the Holocaust, right? Beautiful wisdom of Jesus and his intelligence, right? Just like the Buddha. Anyway, in Auschwitz, right? I didn't even know how to spell Auschwitz. I think it was in Poland. Anyway, he was there, and of course, the concentration camp is a horrible thing. People starve, beaten, worked to death, put in gas chambers. It's basically hell on earth, right? Concentration camps, hell on earth. I'll even say that. Concentration camps are hell on earth. So, but Frankl noticed something interesting. Not everybody responded to them in the same way. Some people gave up. Some people, you know, just gave in. But other people didn't. And what he said is they were not the youngest, strongest, or healthiest people who didn't give in. He said the people who were more likely, not guaranteed, because there was a lot of luck in who survived concentration camps, so those who had a special ability to maybe endure the pain were those who had a purpose in their lives, someone who wanted to get out of the camps to write a book or finish a scientific project or be with their children. You have to have a reason to live, right? Hello, Sir Douglas. Oh, yes, Powell. Hope everyone is good. I'm turning 40 in a few days, diagnosed with OCD since 13. Thankful I'm still here after these years. To come out of think of it, overcame it. Relapse, still here. Very good. You're into persevering. Keep going. Absolutely. Relapse is just recovery. Relapse is a part of recovery. So, in between this stimulus and response, we have the power to choose how to respond, and that's where growth lies. Viktor Frankl. Tom Nobles, aside from being a wonderful, generous giver, you're a very wise and well-read person. Thank you. I might even come visit Houston. I've always wanted to see Joel Osteen's church anyway. But challenge is when in deep depression, there is that sense of hopelessness that even affirmations of gratitude sometimes doesn't absorb. Then how do you find a way out to the outside of that debilitating place? You're absolutely... Jeff Clayton, you have hit the nail on the head. I'm going to write... Thank you, Jeff Clayton, for asking a really important question. So, when you're in deep depression and there's a sense of hopelessness, not even gratitude affirmations work, how the hell do you escape that hell, right? This is when we have to call in the troops, right? So what I mean by calling in the troops, I mean the big guns. Antidepressants, they change the brain chemistry. Transcranial magnetic stimulation, they run a magnet over the brain, changes the electrical system of the brain. ECT, whatever it is, shock therapy, changes the brain through electricity. A ketamine, and now psilocybin here in Oregon. You've got to basically go ahead and find ways to directly affect the brain. Marley, thanks for doing great work. You're more than welcome. When you are in deep depression and you cannot think your way out of it, you have to find ways to directly impact the brain and its physiology. Okay? And so, what does that mean? Antidepressants, TMS, electroconvulsive therapy, ketamine, psilocybin mushrooms, intense exercise, etc. This is what you do. You have to go directly to the physiology, like taking an antibiotic for depression. Paula, you're more than welcome. Now, who talked about that? Who asked that question about when you're in deep depression? Jeff Clayton, Clay Dunn, Claydon. So Jeff, did I answer your question about what to do when you're in deep depression and you can't really think your way out of it? I'm going to make a video about that. So just give me a second. Okay. What do you do when you're in deep depression and you can't think your way out of it? Period. Douglas, are you a New Age? Yes, I'm 73. I used to be 72. Carlos Vidal, I'd like to know about how to find meaning in life, not a religious. You've got to find things that touch your heart and inspire you. Look around. What gives me inspiration? Doesn't have to be religious. Music gives a lot of people inspiration. People who take up the piano, Pablo Casals, age 95, performed the cello before the UN. Neuroplasticity, rewiring the brain to learn how to think and do better. Yes, Todd, the brain can change. Curiosity, yes, you have to shock the nervous system in a sense for new information to get in. Could be as little as exercise and drop in your affirmations and meditation. At least that's what worked for me. Yes, well, that's wonderful. New Age religion, I mean, I have some New Age ideas, but they're really not New Age. Reincarnation is not New Age. It's been around since the beginning of Hinduism 5,000 years ago. So a lot of New Age is really old age. I'm standing up. My hips are really hurting. It's 40 minutes after the hour. Thank you for your generations. I said we needed to hit $50. We got it. Can we at least hit 70? We haven't had a donation since, since Jennifer Tiana. So thank you for the early affirmation, but 1 or 2 more donations would be really nice. And here is my favorite person, DT Vids, X20, around 22 years old, being sick while having major depression is even worse hell. I'm sick right now, trying to hang in there. Yeah, your illness is self-limiting. When you have the virus or the COVID or something, it will help. On the other hand, you're more than welcome, Jeff, anytime. In other words, my chronic pain in my hips, my chronic pain in my joints, those are not self-limiting. Those are not acute. Those are chronic. Oh, God. I'm sorry, guys. Here. You can see me up here. I got to walk around. Charles Bronson, yay! Nice to see you. I love it when the old, I'm marching in place. You can't tell that, but I am. Why? Because when you have arthritis, the worst thing you can do is sit around. Movement, fluids, lubricating the joints. That's the main thing. So I can't sit for an hour anymore. RTMS worked for me, but it is so hard to get in the UK, so expensive, self-funding. Yeah, and in America, the FDA approves it. Virtually every insurance company in America approves RTMS. So I used to think that England had a better system because of the free coverage for checkups, but when it comes to mental health, it's much harder to get help there than it is here. I want to go on one in Costa Rica. Go on one what? Divinely guided? Oh, ayahuasca trip, right. That's powerful medicine, ayahuasca. If you're unstable and you take that and you don't watch it and have the right guidance, it could make you more depressed. Bye, Diana Allen Castry. Nice to see you here. I can relate. I hope you feel better. Can you stream outside in your garden? I guess I can. Never thought of it. I don't know how the lighting is there, but that would be cool. I'd have to set up a chair and stuff. What an interesting idea. I'll see what happens. I'll ask my videographers on Wednesday when they come by and do a new video. Invest in what, Divinely Guided? By the way, we're missing 2 regulars. And C. And Lazy Eye Ranch. And Edward Steiner. These are very faithful live chatters. Where are they? I don't know, but we have new people to take their place, which is a good thing. 59 people, only 11 more to hit 70. Only 11 more people needed. And I'm going to have a piece of banana. What do you think of stem cell therapy? I think it is the promise of the future. Sleeper cell. I doubt ayahuasca will leave me any worse spot than I was, honestly. Okay, well, see what happens. Curiosity, I'll be doing some prayers, saging early morning. I'll have you in my thoughts for less pain as well as the collective here. Thank you, Carissa. Beautiful name, by the way. Bilal Rashid, mornings are usually bad and it gets better as the day progresses. It's like magic, one day down, second day up. Exactly. Depression gets better as the day goes on, most of the time. What I do with my banana, my blood sugar is low. Uh-oh. Where's Joe? Oh, right over here. Except I finished it. What good does that do? I don't mind going to private psychiatrist, but I'd rather not go to the mental hospital, neither with anybody. Cortisol levels are highest in the morning, yes. Not trying to be stubborn, I'm just heavily spiritual. Well, that's a good thing, sleeper cell. Spirituality is absolutely important. I was considering taking cortisol supplements tied, yeah. Yeah, low cortisol, less energy. Hey, Joan? Are you there? What am I going to do? Aha! I know what I can do. There's a protein bar right behind me. Don't go anywhere, guys. Garden of Life protein bar. All right. Now, one more time. It's Safari here. You get the boys and girls back. September 13th, Tuesday, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States on PBS is an amazing documentary called Facing Suicide. Period. Here is a link to see some previews. Period. I highly recommend it. Period. Yes, go to that website, you guys. Hey, Damian Lopez. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while. Giles Mockley. Anyone know this feeling in the morning that you feel guilty and stressed already when you get up? Normally gets better. I know the feeling in the morning that you feel horrible when you get up. 58 people. We're still 12 short of 70. Hit the like button. Yes, weird thoughts cause anxiety, absolutely. Or weird thoughts are often a function of anxiety too. Anyway, Giles, yes, many people in the morning feel bad for whatever reason, and it does get better as the day goes on. Just curious, says Susan Jones, did you have any friends when you were growing up? Yes, I was a nerd. I was very withdrawn. I was very much in my head, but for some reason, people liked me. I was also somewhat athletic, so I played stickball, something you do in New York City, tag football, basketball. Yes, and I'm going to say this right here. I have been very blessed to have good friends. Period. Without them, I would probably not be alive. Okay, so let's see. All right, DTVs, I just failed Wellbutrin since it worsened my depression. And here is $20 from Jason Gendron. These amazing people today stepping up to support this channel, which really needs it. People who have never contributed before. Jason Gendron, where do you live? And by the way, anytime you give money on a live chart, you go to the head of the class, and any question you ask is given the highest priority. So please, Jason, Todd, all of the people who have contributed today for the first time in a while, please ask your questions. Jennifer, all of you. Suzanne Wilbert, yeah, all of you ask questions and I will get right to them. My brother's been in the hospital for a back infection, a long month. Yes, absolutely. Okay, I'm looking at some of your love from India. Love to you. I always wanted to go to India. Standing, sick ball hanging on the stoop. You must be from New York also. Thank you, Nicole3180, for liking this. Supposed to help with depression, nerve pain. Are you talking about Neurontin or, oh, what the hell is it? Gabapentin? I'm just reading some of your comments. Again, September 13th, a great documentary coming up. It's good to see you look great. Well, thank you. I'm glad I do. I don't feel great. I'm glad I look great. Georgia Rigas, stop. SSRI stopped working for me. I'm thinking of TMS and ketamine. I have clinical chronic depression with OCD. Well, those are certainly worth trying. Still 56 people with 12:51, 9 minutes to go. Why are the relapses getting worse the more you have? Well, every time you have depression, your brain gets a little bit more injured and you become more vulnerable. However, there is something called neuroplasticity, which means the brain can repair itself. And again, no one has talked about Man's Search for Meaning. You must read this book. Doug, wonderful if Tally texts to my depressed loved one. Or a good idea, even when she can't respond or they get overwhelming. Yes, definitely send. You should have them sign up for my newsletter. Sign up for my newsletter called HFD Affirmations. Period. You can find it on my depression recovery page. Period. Your friend will get one healing from depression affirmation every few days. To God, my niece just attempted to unlive herself a few days ago. I feel so bad for her because I have been close. Well, it was an attempt, right? But that means she didn't succeed. She's still alive, and that's a good thing. I want you to have your niece go to this website. I don't often talk about it, but it is something I've spent 3 years creating. It's a beautiful website. It's called Overcoming Suicidal Pain. It has 27 different pages. You can see, are you having thoughts of suicide, reasons for help, hope, remove all means of self-harm, reasons to stay alive, have you made a decision to end your life in this first? Read this first, not end this first, right? What does it say here? Are you about to make an attempt? Yeah. This is for people who are in so much pain that they can't hold on and they're thinking of taking their life, which would be a really bad thing because all states, including suicidal ones, are temporary. So, have your friend go to overcomingsuicidalpain.com and she'll get some help. 65, great. Hit the like button. We need to get to 70. We only have 6 minutes to do it. Only 21, yes. Well, you know, teenage suicide is such a big deal. Tell your niece it will get better. I promise you. The 20s are hell. And she can even email me. If your niece wants to email me to get encouragement and for me to send her some resources, I can even send her some part of my unpublished manuscript called When It Hurts Too Much to Live. Charles Bronson, Doug, I want to recommend your book, When Going Through Hell Don't Stop, because about a year ago I read that book and it really dug me out of the dark hole I was in. It gave me that bump of life back. Well, thank you so much. What he's referring to is this book, my memoir from exactly 25 years ago, about how I got out of a suicidal depression. It's called When Going Through Hell Don't Stop, A Survivor's Guide to Overcoming Anxiety and Clinical Depression. It is also on Audible right here. When Going Through Hell Don't Stop on Audible for $14.95. There are many good memoirs on people who made it through depression. Many good memoirs who made it through different kinds of hell, like cancer, the war, right? Many different kinds of hell, but one of the hell is the hell of depression. And I will tell you right now, I've known that hell, I've been through that hell, and I have come back from that hell. And anybody who's been there should get like the purple heart or something like that. So, yes, that book is very helpful for anybody who's going through the hell of depression, because it shows there's hope and also a little bit how to get out. So, my book, When Going Through Hell, Don't Stop. We have 63 people on the show. Can we have the like button hit so we can make it to 70 in the next 4 minutes? If not the end of the world. I'm really gratified to see new people here today. Really am. I miss Lazy Eye Ranch and see some of the old timers. Maybe they're taking the day off. But all the people who have not been here, like Divinely Guided and Sleeper Cell, Georgios Rigas, Giles Mockwell, you've been here. Better numb than being dead. My doctor said so. So true. Absolutely. Anything's better than being dead. Be careful of OTs of folks entering for rehab for ketamine. Yes. Sleeper Cell. I know how it feels. I've attempted multiple times personally. Well, Sleeper Cell, maybe you should look at my website, huh? OvercomingSuicidalPain.com. I tell you, there are ways to overcome suicidal pain. I promise you. I promise. And yeah, 62 people. God, we're so close. But anyway, tell your niece. Oh yeah, my email address. That's right. If I can find it. Here it is. Divinely Guided. Please have your niece write me. Overcoming Suicide. DouglasBloch@gmail.com. Tell her to put it in the subject session. Divinely Guided sent me. Yeah. Have your niece write me. I guarantee you there is light ahead. Her best days are ahead of her. Please tell her to hold on. Well, have a look for sure. Have definitely had suicidal weakness, a sleeper cell. Well, that website will help you out. Midnight Bandit. I've suffered from ADHD, caused depression for a while, and have had struggled with alcohol, but I'm 9 weeks sober, feeling great. Good for you. Good for you. Well done. My oldest nephew is struggling with alcohol. It's a demon. It's really difficult. That's why I recommend AA so much. Schizoaffective. Oh, thank you for your commitment to helpful comment. I just got diagnosed with ADHD. I also have schizoaffective disorder. That's a combination of bipolar and schizophrenia or mood disorder. I'm having a wonderful time in life and grateful. What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for having this live chat where I can share my pain and my recovery and have you guys help each other out. So I'm grateful for the live chat, even though we're probably not going to hit 70 in the next minute. Great for staying off the booze, says Charles Bronson, even though it might get really bad for a bit. Don't be discouraged with the process. It will get better. I'm heading for 2 years of soberness myself. Nice job. I'm 34 years sober thanks to A. Good work, John King. Isn't that interesting? With my nephew struggling with alcoholism, all you people at the end of the live chat are telling us about staying clean and sober, how good it is for you, how A has helped. This is wonderfully positive stuff. Well, it's 12:59. I'm about to sign off for another week. And I have to tell you right now, the highlight of my day and my weekend has been Divinely Guided showing up. I'd love to know your real name, but you don't have to tell it to me, but I'd like to know it, but it's okay. Divinely Guided is something that I have, since I've been 22 years old, have prayed for, strived for, to have, you know, Sunflower Girl's probably not here, but there's a line in Proverbs, something about trust God and lean not to your own understanding. Trust God to not to divine your steps, to guide your steps, and lean not to your own understanding. Yes, we need to have that God within, that still small voice within, the Spirit within, the Buddha within, the Christ within. That is what we need to focus on, and that will never guide us astray, lead us astray. Divinely guided is the name of the game. In Unity, they call it divine order. But I am divinely guided. I came up with a new idea for a new video for this book, and thank you so much. You have severe depression, but Douglas helps. Well, these techniques help. Look, 078, hi Doug, I've been missing some live streams from you. Unfortunately, I moved from the Netherlands to Belgium. I'm still struggling with benzodiazepine addiction to depression. Well, if you're dependent on benzos, talk to a doctor. Talk to a doctor. Talk to a doctor. They can help you out. You can detox from it slowly, but you have to do it under somebody's supervision. Okay, Damien, don't give up. Believe in yourself, says Charles. And what is Damien saying? Charles Mako, it took me like 9 months to get out of the episode and still not out fully. Is this normal? Yes, of course. Of course. It took me 9 months to get out of the one in 96, 97. I've been in them for 18 months. Yes. I'm still drinking, not too great, but I'm trying to heal. Good for you, Damien. Keep it up. Yes, 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 yes. 9 months is not too long an episode. I'd say it's rather typical. But you will get through this. You will get out. The body strives towards healing, neuroplasticity. Thank you for your advice, Douglas. You're a hero. Thank you. My name is Kim. Faith in the unseen keeps me going. Kim. Well, thank you, Kim, from I think Houston, Texas, and Faith in the Unseen. God, we have a lot in common, and that's why you call yourself divinely guided. By the way, is Kim? I guess Kim is a woman's name. Doesn't really matter, but you're a human being. You're a spiritual being having human experience, and that's what does matter. And yes, faith in the unseen. That's why divinely guided. That's why you're going to make it, Kim, or you are making it, because you're tapped into your own spirituality, and that ultimately is what it's all about. How's that? So, keep talking with one another for the next 5 minutes. Keep supporting each other. We could use one more donation. Would be great. If you want to make a donation, you can do it right now by clicking on the super chat button, or for PayPal. If you want to send a PayPal donation, my PayPal address is at gmail.com. If I can. We are human becomings. Veggie Metal, thank you so much. Charles Bronson, thank you so much. Sent you an email last week, just a reminder, looking forward to hearing you. Okay, and Veggie Metal. What is the return address of the email, and what is on the subject line? Please let me know before I close the live chat. Okay, here it is right here. So let me know what it is. Don't let a mad word tell you that a success is anything other than a successful present moment. That's beautiful. Everybody have a good day. So Veggie Metal, will you let me know what the subject matter is and what's on the what the subject line is and what the return address is? I get about 100 emails a day, so it's hard to parse them out. All right. So we'll meet you again next. Next week is September 11th. Isn't that funny? The anniversary of the bombing of the World Trade Center in the United States. But September 10th is Bruce's anniversary. So wish me luck. And looking for a new cat. Wishing me luck with the arthritis. Wishing me luck with the sleep. And wish me luck for having a reason to stay alive. This too shall pass. Thank you. Georgios says, depression can bring us closer to God in a moment of despair. Just ask Him to help you. What a wonderful way to end. This is Douglas Bloch. Thank you for being here on the Depression Recovery Live Chat. We'll see you next week at noon Pacific Time. Until we meet again, I wish you all the best in your mental health recovery.